We're having fun. We're doing our thing. And we're glad that you guys are here with us. We're getting some people coming in right now. We're glad to see you all here. Whether you're watching on Rumble, whether you're watching on YouTube or the Twitters, we're glad you're here. And while you're here, we hope that you subscribe to the channel, wherever it may be, or follow us wherever you're watching right now. We got a great show planned for you tonight. And the theme of the show really is going through the news from today concerning Donald Trump and the assassination attempts, the fallout from it, and how Democrats just haven't learned how to deal with this situation and how they continue to escalate and continue to incite with their language. And it's gotten to the point where they don't even know it. And it's pretty disgusting to me.
Yeah, I mean, we got 40 days left, Gene. 40 days. I'm literally praying that our guy makes it, right? And not like the way Joe Biden makes it. Like Joe Biden, I don't even think should be president now, and not wishing harm on him. He should resign or be taken out of through the process. But I'm hoping our guy just makes it with all the crap that's been going on and what was revealed today.
And you know what? The beginning of the election cycle, people were saying, we hope Trump survives it. And a lot of us dismissed it. I was one of the people who dismissed it as well. But when you have members of Biden's cabinet, the Biden-Harris administration's cabinet, talking about extinguishing him, whether intentional or not intentional, whatever the case may be, after 2 assassination attempts, you think people would learn how to censor themselves?
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't think these types of words actually lead to stuff. But if our side was saying right after Kamala Harris got 2 assassination attempts, we need to extinguish her and her followers, right? They'd be all up in arms. And the media would be piggybacking on this. But where the hell is the media now?
Yeah, good question. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Glad that you're here with us and tuned in. I'm happy you made it. Let's talk about this clip. This happened on Morning Joe this morning as we're taping the show. Mike Brzezinski is interviewing the Commerce Secretary, Gina Raimondo, and talking about Donald Trump's comments about abortion and how he says at a rally that he's going to protect women. And clearly this triggers both Mika and the Commerce Secretary. Let's play the clip. So we'll show you what we're talking about.
Here, number one. And number two, what is your response when you hear Donald Trump on the campaign trail saying that he, the man who brags about overturning Roe, and denying life-saving health care to women across America, is a protector of women? How have we gotten here?
I don't know how we've gotten here, but we sure as hell have to get out of here and get Kamala in the White House. I'm a woman. I have a 20-year-old daughter. When I read that, when I saw the protector, it's enraging. It is blood-curdling, and it's BS.
Watch your language, moron.
Why would that enrage someone if someone's saying that I pledge to protect women? I guess they just don't like the manner in which he has chosen to do it by returning power rightfully to the states where the federal government overstepped their boundaries. What's the deal here?
First of all, that person is a person of no consequence. My immediate thought as she's speaking is, as a woman, what is a woman? Can you define it? Because the Supreme Court nominee from your side certainly couldn't define it, right? But we'll put that aside for a second. This is the same person, this supposed Commerce Secretary, who not long ago she said when those job numbers got revised down by 800,000, that she didn't hear about that, and she doesn't believe it because Donald Trump said it, regardless of whether or not it came from the BLS, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics.
Flashback! When you hear that, do you potentially think that this new numbers could be a liability for this campaign?
No, when I hear that, first of all, I don't believe it because I've never heard Donald Trump say anything truthful.
It is, though, from the Bureau of Labor.
I'm not familiar.
This person is your typical, I'm going to say it, DEI hire in the Biden administration. Yeah, as a woman, that is your qualification for the job you have, lady. You have no real world qualifications.
She was the former governor of Rhode Island and
inconsequential Rhode Island. There's like 4 people there.
But if there are any listeners from Rhode Island out there, I apologize for Ross's comments. You guys are consequential. You
Listen,
hold up.
Rhode Island knows what it is. All right.
Rhode Island's a mess from top to bottom.
That's clearly a declaration of war by Galloway here.
It not only is it wrong and a lie, it belittles us. We're not that stupid. We know he's lying, and we don't need his baloney telling us he'll protect us. We know the facts of how he feels about women. He's disrespectful to women, putting it mildly, and he's the one that overturned Roe, exactly what you said. For me, when I was the governor of Rhode Island, I was one of the first governors in the country back in 2019 to codify Roe in state statute in Rhode Island. And at the time I did that, I worked with the legislature. It was because he was president and I feared exactly what would happen. And I said that women of Rhode Island would be protected.
And by the way, that's what Donald Trump wants states to do. Make their own decisions about reproductive health care. Bravo, you did exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. Prior to Roe, it was up to the states. Post Roe, it's up to the states. Congratulations, Madam Governor. You did your fucking job.
Exactly right. And by the way, every other aspect of healthcare is managed by states. What, come on. Are we really this willfully ignorant about, federalism and what powers were reserved by the states for themselves? What powers were delegated to the federal government? Healthcare is one of those powers retained by the states, reserved to the states.
Gene,
it's not like she's reinventing the wheel.
This whole campaign, actually the Democrats since, circa 2022 had been solely focused on one issue, abortion, right? I really hope women aren't this stupid, right? They claim that, they're equal. Okay, if you're equal, how do you get bamboozled on such a stupid issue? Now, am I saying all women are stupid? No. But if you look at poll after poll after poll with the demographic breakdown of people, women still overwhelmingly vote for the Democratic ticket. Why? Is it truly about abortion? It doesn't even make sense, right? Do they understand what happened prior to Roe and, after Roe? Could it be that they can't afford groceries for their families and this is really their issue? When a person, Gene, has to come on TV and say, as a woman, and that is their qualifier to say whatever idiotic thing they're going to say next, to me that disqualifies them.
Hey, Tamara, great to see you. I'm going to put this comment back up because it's too funny. Jeff wants to join your team, Ross. You can read that one. Go ahead, read that one out loud, boy.
JEFF says Governor of Rhode Island is like captain of the T-ball team. Well, listen, I know I said some harsh stuff about Rhode Island, but in the grand scheme of things, they are somewhat irrelevant, right? I mean, what major thing has come out of Rhode Island anytime in the recent past, right? And this, to my people in Rhode Island, I'm not writing all of you off. But you did.
Wait, hold on. Let's bring you in for a close up on this one. We want the people to understand your sincerity in your comments about the great state of Rhode Island. Which one is it? I'm losing control of all the buttons here. Hang on. Oh, there it is. There you go. Be sincere this time, please.
To the people of Rhode Island, look, I'm not painting you with a broad brush. I am a little bit, right? But you elected that person to be your governor, right? The same way I feel like New York, man. And I know you're still there, Gene. You guys kind of get what you deserve, right? You got clueless Kathy Hochul, and in the city, you got Mayor Adams, who I think is either going to be indicted or resign tomorrow. Bookmark this. I think I'm going to be right on this one. His clock is ticking, right? When you elect idiots like this to represent you, you fall into the inconsequential and the Fetterman AOC wing of politics.
Yeah. Oh, see, one good thing about Rhode Island, they do ghost hunters. So there you go. Let's get back on track. By the way, Tamara, I see you on the Rumble, our first Rumble comment in a while on here. Glad you're on there. Wherever you guys are right now, comment along with us, share the show with your friends, get everybody in here. Let's have a little discussion together about what you're going to see right now from the former governor of Rhode Island, the current Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. It's bad, in my opinion. Let's get to it.
real protection, stepping up and leading. You know, what he says is the opposite. It's just another lie. Like, how did we get here? Let's extinguish him for good. We have an answer. We have a remarkably talented candidate who is sincere, who's pragmatic, who's open.
Like what you see so far? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave us a comment and tell us what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another show. Mike Brzezinski tries her best and succeeds in covering Raimondo's ass. Watch the expression on her face. She has a micro expression coming up that really tells the story of what's going on in her head. I interpret it as being, oh shit, I just said that got covered up. Watch.
You mean vote him out?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Vote him out.
Did you see that micro expression right there? I'll try to bring it back a little bit and we can all see it again. Just let's hear it.
Who's open. Let's just get it done.
And extinguish, you mean vote him out?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Vote.
The eyebrow raised, the wide eyes. She realizes that she stepped in it.
Gene, as a man, I agree.
What is this nonsense as a man? Just any person that that they screwed up would have a similar reaction.
Doesn't it sound absurd if you preface your statement with, well, as a man,
oh,
I have to agree with you, Jane.
You know what? You might be referencing a video we did earlier in the week with a Kamala Harris surrogate, Kelly Hyman, who created her own little word salad in discussing Kamala Harris's economic plan. I'm going to put that on the replay in the upper right-hand corner of the screen on the YouTube so you can see what that's all about. But yeah, she actually said that during an interview. You know, as a woman, I feel like you're not letting me speak and all that.
It seems like you're having a hard time articulating her plan. And
I'm not. Honestly, that's not true. Please, I'm constantly being interrupted by you, which, as a woman, I think is disrespectful.
So yeah, okay, I know where you're going with that now. Cool.
So extinguish him. So
for good.
Yeah.
For good.
By the way, you know why Mika did that? It's because her and her boyfriend,
Morning Joe.
Remember, MSNBC so much didn't trust them. Didn't they take them off the air the day after the debate between Biden and Trump?
Yes.
They wouldn't let them analyze it because they just didn't trust them. And now they have to go over the top.
And that's because they were best friends with Joe Biden and saying that he's totally fit, he's mentally stable and all this. He doesn't have a feeble mind, doesn't have a feeble body. He's good, y'all. And then we saw the debate, and then we saw what happened in the aftermath of it, of course. But yeah, Mike Brzezinski was guarding for Gina Raimondo there. Well, when you say extinguish, you don't mean anything but voting him out, right? Good Lord, man.
And you're speaking to the Commerce Secretary. The economy is off the rails, and we're listening to a political analysis. You know, bitch, tell me what's going on with the economy, right? Tell me what happened with those 800,000 jobs that vanished over the last 12 months, right? She can't do that job. I don't care what she thinks about anything else.
Well, which makes it all the more egregious that someone in the administration that has a job totally unrelated to anything going on in this discussion about abortion rights or anything like that is going off and saying a phrase like extinguish him for good. And we're not supposed to think that, again, I may have to put my tinfoil hat on for this one, but join me, won't you?
Take some tinfoil.
Is the Biden administration and Democrats in general hoping for a tragedy? Is that why they're having these? Is this a Freudian slip? Is this intentional? Is this just she wasn't thinking? What are we supposed to glean from this?
Well, listen, bring it on, man. Extinguish him for good? I don't think so. Win or lose in November in 40 days. Win or lose. Trump 2028. We start that one up. We ain't going nowhere.
Wait, I thought he said he doesn't want to do that. He's not going to run again. And frankly, I think he said he's not going to run again because he's going to win, and this will be his second term, and that'll be it. Is that what he's saying?
I think you misunderstood what I said. I said win or lose. We doing Trump 2028, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I did miss that. It's been a long day, all right? It's been a lot of long hours doing the channel, a lot of long hours at work right now. Forgive me if I'm not hip with the Galloway lingo.
You ain't extinguishing nothing.
My bad on that. If you like that clip from our new show, Behind Enemy Lines, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other shows, and tune in live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.